Hey everyone, I hope this is going through. Just waiting for the notification. That everything's good. Perfect, we're live. Good deal. Okay. There we go. All right. How can I do this? All right, we're gonna get started here. So I'm live on YouTube and TikTok, and we're gonna talk about the investment strategy of the week, where we're at on the fun, I guess, if you will. For those on TikTok, if you want to see this live, swing on over to Frank Finance 101 on YouTube. Anywho, so we're going to finally hit a milestone. I've set a goal out to invest $2,000 a week, and we've been consistently doing it week after week after week after week. Next week will be the first week we break the 20,000 mark, and that's pretty neat because, you know, habits create unbelievable amounts of progression over time. And so this journey has been fun. I haven't been the best at posting where things are, but it's kind of cool to see as it keeps growing. So on Monday will be the 20,000 mark. So for those that enjoy investing and enjoy that side of finance, I'm definitely a finance nerd and enjoy talking about it. So again, for those on TikTok, if you want to see the content, otherwise you'll just be able to listen along. For right now, I got to figure out how to link these two up here. So I apologize for those on TikTok that can't see the document that's being shared right now on YouTube. So with that being said, what are we investing in this week? So this week has been a tough week for a couple of the sectors and pretty tame on the S&P 500. Not a lot going on there. In fact, the current block, the 18,000 that is invested, was peaked at a $400 gain. That is now down to a $300 gain. So it's been a slow week. It's been a slow 2 weeks, if you will. And each day it's been coming down a couple, $20 here, $30 there, that kind of stuff. Nothing too like immediate, but I also did get my first dividend payment in December, which was kind of nice. It was a peanut, but as soon as those puppies start rolling, it's like almost like a third paycheck month. For those that get third paychecks, those are the absolute funnest, because you're like, yeah, what do I do with this third check now? For me, it's like investing in a third check. So it'll be cool when that starts growing enough to where I can just shove a third check in. Someday we'll be there. Anywho, let's dive into it. So right now, again, to repeat the strategy, is I have the three major areas within the S&P 500. So growth, value, and the blend of the two. So those three, and then an international fund. So I invest in those four. I invest in bond indexes, and I invest in every sector in the U.S. The goal is to be at 7.5% for every sector except for bonds and international, and I want to invest at a 5% for bonds and international. So layman's terms, if you've got $10,000 in an account, I want 750 in each one sector and 500 in the bond index. So that's the simple way of what I'm trying to tell you. Now, there's lots of people that'd be like, it's so much easier to just invest in one, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong. No one's, investing's investing. But what I have noticed is it's like a habit when you go to the gym. If you do something that is fun and is something that keeps you wanting to do it week after week after week, you enjoy it more. So I follow this route. That way it gives me something to look forward to every single Monday to try to do this. So let's keep rolling here. So when I look through where things are right now, what am I noticing? Well, why isn't this just go one? There we go. Okay. So what am I noticing? I'm noticing that my dividend index fund is low, so I put a 2 here to get 2 shares of the dividend index. I did notice that my international growth is under my goal, so I want to invest in 3 of those. So I'm going to buy 3 international funds. The nice thing about the international fund and the dividend fund is they're at basically 3% dividend annual yield. That is still lower than most high-yield savings accounts right now, but the growth factor that they have will outperform, hopefully. Everything is a crapshoot, but hopefully will outperform. So, and then if I look at the growth index, that looks well over funded, so I'm fine there. The bond index is right there at the number for right now. I don't have any interest in investing in that. When I look at communications, that one's light, so I'm going to buy 1 share of communications sector. And then consumer discretionary sector, looking good. No need to buy there. Plus, that's at $392 a share. Energy. So energy, I am under. So I'm going to buy at least 1 share of energy there. Nice thing again, 3.3% dividend with that sector. Health. So health, in the health sector, the industrial sector, and the real estate sector, and frankly, all these sectors all the way down, I am actually, I'm under performing the market expectation of, or my goal expectation. So what that means is, because technology is $640 a share for the sector, I'm not going to buy that this round. I'll buy one next round, meaning 2 weeks from now. Well, a week and a half, I should say. So what I'm going to do is I'll get 1 healthcare sector at $261. I'll get 1 industrial sector at $265 a share. I'll get 4 real estate at $94 a share. And that'll get me over this number. And then I'll get 2 utilities at a $1.70 a share. The hell, Frankie? Carly, I'm live on I'm live on YouTube and Twitch. I haven't done my stuff in a while here. So what does that mean? So update, where are we at right now? I'm at 0.42% of retirement, which is kind of cool. So I'm moving down the path of getting closer and closer. And what is Just James? So I started 10 weeks ago. I have side businesses that I do. I've got obviously a regular job like everyone else, and I heavily involved in high yield savings accounts, CDs, all sorts of different things. And the reason you're like, why is it, maybe just 20,000 in this? This is personal fun investing for me. So what I'm doing here is saying, you know what, I'm going to kind of start stepping away from the 401k because it's capped. You can only put so much money into a 401k every single year. And so I asked myself, all right, what do I want to do? What's the next thing I want to do? Do I want to double down on my business? Do I want to start personally investing? What do I want to do? Okay. So my personal right now is I don't know how much I feel about X, Y, or Z. So I'm doubling down on just investing in what I know. And what I know is in 2021 and 2022, I bought and traded for over $250,000. And no, I did not have $250,000. I bought and sold for $250,000, just to be very clear. And so I got to learn the ins, the outs. We did okay. I had some bad ideas. I had some really good ideas. And I learned a lot. And then I pulled out. In like 2022, I pulled completely out of the market. I said, I'm done. No more investing. It was bugging me. It was irritating me. So I pulled it all out. I was done. And then I took a step back for a little while. And now I'm going to come back at it. This is my third run. So in 2018, 2019, I gave myself $3,000 and I started investing, learning. I made some money. I was like, I can't handle this. I don't like it. I'm not very good at watching the market. So I pulled out in 2019. I took a year off. And then after COVID, I was like, I got to double down. Like in 2008, I was still in school. Like I couldn't invest in 2008. So this was like, I was like, this is my time. And I just pumped the market in 2020 and 2021 as much as every single dollar I made, I was throwing it in the market. And man, was it wild. It was fun, but it got to be too much. There was like, oh shit, I sold AMC stock at $3 a share and it went up to like, I'm like, I just lost $100,000 on the decision. Like if I'd have just fell asleep for an extra freaking week or two, I would have made another $100,000 on just that single individual. And so like those kind of conversations, the three best investors in the world are woulda, coulda, and shoulda. Don't say Warren Buffett and those guys, they get it, but realistically, the three best investors in the world are woulda, coulda, and shoulda. It's obviously a joke, but I needed to take a step back, and so I did. So now we're back in it. We're playing. We're doing $2,000 a week, and we're gonna see where this goes. So far, it's been fun. It's been relaxing. I'm not worrying overnight about what's going on. What I would like to do is after, the habit continues, I would like to get maybe a little bit more investing in some stocks. And I felt that gut instinct. Hey, Roxanne over on YouTube. I felt that. So I think it was Stitch Fix. I've always enjoyed Stitch Fix, okay? Just the product design I think is super, super cool. Will it ever take off? I don't know. I don't know if their company can take off or not, but Stitch Fix was something I really enjoyed, and I had it on my ticker when it was like $2 a share or something, and I was just looking at it, I'm like, God, I should invest in that. The fucking thing is up to literally like $5 now. And I'm just like, stop thinking that way. That's not part of the strategy. This is why you stopped investing in the first place. Quit trying to hit zingers and just literally stick to the strategy. Let it be. And then maybe like when things grow a little bit, I'll take maybe the dividends. Maybe I'll take the dividends in the future and I'll take them and I'll put them on things like REITs or so REITs are real estate trusts basically, and they pay a lot of cash flow. Maybe I'll invest in REITs. Maybe I'll start investing in smaller companies, and I'll take a portion every single month to see if we can get going here. But that's kind of where things are. So anyways, one thing I also want to talk about is, so when I talk about all the pluses and minuses that are out there in the account and the cash values, the other thing that is there to talk about is the investment income. So where are we at from an investment income standpoint? Here's the cool thing. So we're at 18,000. We're about to break the 20,000 on Monday, which will be super cool. We're ready to buy. We have our list out there. Our shopping cart, what I talked about earlier in the live end, is recorded on YouTube. Is not part of this number. The extra 2,000 is not part of this number, but where it stands right now is the dividend income for the year is looking to be at $330 in total. So it's definitely lower than a high yield savings account. If you had, 20,000 a high yield savings account, it'd pay you like $800 because it's like 4% right now is what they're running at, just under 4%. But I would like to believe that these stocks have the ability to grow more than 1% or 2% to offset the differences here. So if you get growth by getting, call it 3% in dividends and 2% in market growth, you outperform the high sales savings yield account. That's where my mind's at. Now, what is this going to look like? January, April, July, October is the big hitters, coming in at just under $60 a month in dividend income, so it'll be nice to see that start flowing in. So these numbers are continuously getting bigger, and just think, what is this going to look like in a year if I just keep doubling down on what's going on right now? So that's where we're at, just being fully transparent. I'm bringing you guys along for the fun, and we'll see where it goes, what happens. Who knows? Could be a stupid time to invest. Could be a good time to invest. But just staying consistent and getting involved is more than the best route to do. So you got to start somewhere, and it snowballs and it snowballs and it snowballs. Some years will be bad. Some years will be holy shit. All that kind of stuff. Molly, I want to give you a high five for liking the live, and everyone else that has liked the live so far over here on Twitch. That's so cool to see how many likes are over there. And for the people over on YouTube, thank you for watching. We're about to get on a plane here and take off. Gonna go spend the weekend in Las Vegas, make some content for the other channel, and enjoy a weekend there. So hopefully everything goes well out there. It's been a great year. It's been a wonderful year. Ended on a high note here. The 2024 season is close to ending. Thank you, Rachel, for all the likes with Molly. You guys are just hearting the hell out of this thing. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to go try to get a quick workout in, and then we're going to get on the plane. And beautiful old Delta upgraded us, which is super cool. So free alcohol, free food, free goodies, yum yum yum. That's how I like to start my trip. So, anywho, this is my update for this week. I'll try not to make this so in between. And then for those over on YouTube, if there's stuff you want me to make content on, there's a lot of content out there right now. But if you want me to make something more relevant, please make sure you put it in the comments below. So thanks, Rachel. And thanks everyone over on YouTube. You guys have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. I'll catch you all later.